Hello, my fellow humans, and welcome back to Scatter Love Tarot with your girl, coming at you with another pick a card reading. Today we are using a new deck. This is an affirmation deck that I got. It's absolutely beautiful. It doesn't really have an author, but it is by here's the box. It's Open Your Heart affirmation cards, and it's by Die Love Wellness Studio Inc. And so they're absolutely beautiful. And the artwork is done by Katrina Coltes, or Colts. I'm not sure how you'd say that. But yeah, these are beautiful. I absolutely love them. I think they're amazing. I'm so glad I got these. But we're going to try these today. So if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back, for being here, for sharing this journey with me. I'm honored to have you here in this space with me. And if you are a new subscriber or a new viewer, this is a hello and welcome to come as your most high authentic self in this here, now, here moment. This is a safe space for you to be who you truly are at a soul level. Awesome. So if you are looking to support the channel further, you will find all the links necessary below in the description box, where you can reach out to me via email for a personal reading, and I'll get you out further information. You can also follow me on over to my podcast at Scatter Love Radio, which is a fun, chill hangout session with yours truly, and I do hope to see you there. Actually, I'm just uploaded episode 40, and I can't believe I have 40 episodes uploaded already. That's just amazing to me. So awesome. Keeping in mind, at the beginning of November, we will have some changes to the channel. I'm going to be offering memberships in November. It will be either the first week and no later than the second week. That is something that's coming up. I'm in the process of getting caught back up from when I was traveling. And yes, it does take a little while, but I'm almost there. And so that's why I'm not sure the exact date, but keep an eye out because memberships will be coming. I am maybe only starting with one tier, but then I will be adding other tiers. I'm just going to see how it plays out. And let's see, what else? Our affirmation for today is, I am worthy of all the abundance, love, and amazing experiences I want. I think this is a beautiful affirmation. Today's reading is going to be the rest of 2023. What can you expect? That's why I felt like these affirmation cards are going to be perfect for that. It's not going to be a super long reading today, just short and to the point. But I feel like it is necessary to do this for the end of year. So let's go ahead and get into our prayer. All right. Maybe, my beloved source, this prayer is for any and all who come onto this video. May they know that where they are is exactly where they're meant to be on this journey, even if it is rough, tough, and unbearable. That we are so much stronger than we give ourselves credit for, and that we are capable of finding the solutions necessary in order for us to move beyond what it is that's holding us back. That we are coming up into the new year, and that we don't have to wait until the year turns over in order for us to start fresh. That we can choose to start fresh in this now moment. And I ask that you give this courage, this bravery, and this understanding to all those that are on this video. That you help encapsulate them in love and give them the grace that they need in order to do what it is that's right for them in this here now here moment. As these words are spoken unto this space and onto this reading, so shall they be. Amen. Aho, I say thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so let's get that set up over here. All right, make sure it stays there. All right, I did shuffle these, but let me give it another shuffle here. All right. So, source for pile number 1, what affirmation card will help us better understand what to expect for the rest of 2023 for pile number 1? What oracle card will help us better understand what to expect for pile number 1 for the end of 2023? Perfect. For pile number 2, source, what oracle card will help us better understand what is coming for the end of 2023 for pile number 2? Thank you. And for pile number 3, Source, what oracle card will help us better understand what is coming for pile number 3 for the end of 2023? Okay, thank you. Bottom affirmation, we have, I am a magnet for positive experiences that effortlessly flow into my life, bringing me endless joy and fulfillment. These cards are absolutely gorgeous. They just have such a great energy. All right, let me get this set up here. There we go. Okay, so for pile number 1, we do have this piece of crystal quartz for you to choose from. For pile number 2, we do have this piece of tiger's eye for you to choose from. And pile number 3, we do have this piece of lapis lazuli for you to choose from. Okay, so pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3, whichever one you are drawn to, that should be the pile for you, and I will see you over on your chosen pile. Hello, my fellow human. If you were drawn to this beautiful piece of crystal quartz or to this card during the shuffle, then this is going to be a reading on the rest of 2023 for you. We'll put that over here to the side. We'll check that out in a little bit. Let me get the dice out. Now, keeping in mind that these are general readings, so please take what resonates and leave what does not, knowing that as you interact with the channel by liking, commenting, and subscribing below, it does allow me an opportunity to directly connect with your energy and get you out more resonant readings. And if you are interested in supporting the channel further, check out the description box where you will find all the links necessary. You can reach out to me via email for a personal reading, and I'll get you further information. You can also follow me on over to my podcast at Scatter Love Radio, which is just a fun, chill hangout session with yours truly, and I do hope to see you there. So that being said, let's find out what's going on for the rest of 2023 for pile number 1, Source. What messages do you have for pile 1? What can they expect for the rest of 2023? What's the focus going to be on? What is the rest of 2023 focus going to be on for pile number 1, Source? Rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep them doggies rolling. Ride! Get 'em up, get 'em out, get 'em up, get 'em out, get 'em up, get 'em out. Ride. I have no idea why this song is coming through. So we've got 11th house, Scorpio energy, and Neptune. So it feels like you may actually, honestly, the first energy that came through is that you are about to connect with a very intriguing group of individuals. It's almost like an initiation or like some sort of secret underground type of energy. Like this is not a group of people that a lot of individuals are invited to, like a secret society. Ooh, pile 1. What are you doing? You're going to get initiated into some sort of secret society. Well, with the 11th house and Scorpio energy, that's definitely what it feels like. Maybe you're going to get into a coven, or maybe you're going to get into, I mean, I'm not really feeling like a cult type thing, but what I'm feeling is like this is like a community of people who are very unique and very special and who think the same way that you do. And they're going to initiate you. This could even be, okay, with Neptune here, this could even be that you're going to be initiated by like your spirit guides, okay? Like you're going to have like a new initiation through your spirit guides, and they're going to be connecting with you on an entirely new level. And it's because you've really dealt with some darkness within you. You dive deep within the psyche of your emotional well-being, and you're like dragging out all those things that weren't serving you, all those things that were very dark and dreary and like, oh my gosh, I'd rather just put those in the closet and leave them there so that they turn into skeletons and nobody has to face those. But you realize that just doing that didn't help you at all in the situation. And so it's like you did the shadow work, you did the work necessary. And so this definitely feels like some sort of initiation for me, which is also going to come in with a group of individuals who are going to recognize you for your talents, your gifts, your skills, your abilities, your masteries, whatever that is. Okay, so that could be in work, that could be in life, that could be in technology, that could be whatever it is. It does feel like you are going to get some sort of recognition for just being who you are. Being seen for the abilities that you have, being seen for the gifts that you have, right? It does feel like this is you healing from a sex addiction or a drugs and alcohol addiction, something that you kept very close to your heart, hidden and secret and locked away. It's something that not a lot of people may know about, or people do know about it, but they don't know that you've healed it and you've been working on it in secret, right? And that's what it does feel like. So it doesn't have to be those exact things that I mentioned, but it does feel like some sort of addiction that you're beginning to face or that you have come to terms with. And you're like, look, I don't want to live by this anymore. I want to get this out of my life. But you're making progress towards your future here, right? You're absolutely moving towards your future. You're letting go of the old and embracing the new. With Scorpio energy, it does feel like there's something that's very secretive here, okay? You become very determined on your journey, powerful. You've done a lot of transformations. You're seeking the truth. You may be seen as intimidating, especially in the last 2 months of the year, because you're not giving into the same old, the routine that everybody else is. So especially with the holidays coming up, you may actually be drawing yourself away from a lot of that. And it's not that you're not in a giving mood or giving spirit, but you're not following those old patterns that used to come up every time the holidays would come around. It does feel like you're going to be seen as very attractive over the next 2 months, right? So for the rest of 2023, you're going to be seen as someone who's very attractive, who people want to connect with. Also very, very mysterious, and your psychic energy is going to be at an all-time high. It's just going to continue to rise from here. So I do feel like pile 1, you may be a very spiritual pile. If not, you're just very good at following your gut and doing what is good for you, or listening to your discernment and doing what's good for you. And so it does feel like you are going to let yourself experience what life has to offer in the next 2 months. So even if it's the high highs, the low lows, like you're not going to let that upset you and send you drifting off into the abyss, because life does that sometimes to us. No, you're going to stay pretty centered, and in that place of being centered, life is just simply going to happen around you and not to you. And that's a pretty powerful place to be at. So let's go ahead and get some tarot on it. Let me get them right here, and so I can souffle. All right, so Source, what is the rest of 2023 bringing for pile number 1? It does feel like your finances are going to start building. I'm not getting like a whole sudden downfall of finances, but I do feel like it's like you're gonna see things like rolling. Like that might be why I was hearing that song at the beginning, rolling, rolling, rolling. It's like slow and steady. You're just kind of like making this journey. The wind blows you, but it's more or less not the wind that's blowing you. It does feel like your intuition has been blowing you along this journey, and that's, you just kind of let it happen. You're like, okay, that's where we're going, so what's next? So all right, Source, can I please have some more information on what is happening for the rest of 2023 for pile number 1? Thank you. Okay. What's happening for the rest of 2023 for pile number 1, Source? I know we don't have that long left, but it's always good to kind of do a checkup on these in the last little bit, because that way we know what to expect and where to focus our energy at. Yeah. You could be building an alliance too. There could be somebody that's coming in alliance, but with the 6 of Wands here on the bottom in the upright, I do feel like this is confirmation to what I was feeling about some sort of initiation here, whether that's with your spirit guides or with a group, a society of some sorts, you're going to be initiated. This is something that maybe in the past hasn't worked out for you, and you're going to move away from this feeling like you need to do it all on your own, because you're going to have help. You're going to have people who believe in you and people who are lifting you up. All right, so we have the Eight of Swords. We have the Nameless card in the reverse and the Four of Cups in reverse. Yeah, okay, so we're seeing a picture of what's been going on. Do you feel like 2023 was kind of a difficult year for you, pile one? There's just a lot of things that happened, a lot of anxiety. You've dealt with some grief. Maybe you've had a lot of losses this year, a lot of emotional upsets here with the Four of Cups in the reverse. And it's like, it's time for you to have a win, is what I'm hearing Source saying. Like, it's like you've experienced enough failures, if you will, which has just been experience. It's been you gaining experience through all of this. But it's like you've dealt with enough of that now so that it's time for you to win. Right? You may see 8-8 a lot. And 8 is all about clearing out karmic energies, but once you've cleared it out, now you're in the energy of abundance, right? Like bringing in prosperity and a lot of newness into your life. And so it feels like you've definitely let go of whatever this was. But I do feel like for the majority of 2023, there was a lot of times where you were just sad and lonely and depressed and upset, crying those tears, being angry at the world, being angry at Source, being just angry in general, maybe not at anything in particular, but just feeling some sense of anger coming through. I don't know why anger keeps coming up, but that's something that keeps coming through. And it does feel like through that, you just kind of had only one way to go, and that was through this storm. And you did, and it was like almost unbearable for you. It felt like it was breaking your back. Like, I had to do this, but you still showed up for it. I do feel like in many cases, you didn't even complain about it. You just were like, okay, like, I know that this is the journey I have to take. I'm just going to show up and do it. And it's going to be hard. And I know it's going to be hard, but I'm going to make it through it. But when you were going through it, it was almost like I didn't realize that this is how hard it was going to be. I really expected something else. I didn't understand it was going to be this hard. And it's like, but even though it was so difficult, it was like you just took it. You like grinned it and bared it, and you did it. And you did it. And so now Source is like, it's time for you to win. You cleared out something that was really, really difficult for you to clear out. And so the rest of 2023 is going to be about you being seen and praised for what you have to offer. But it also does feel like you're also gaining clarity and a deeper connection with Source energy, like where you're going to be able to ask your guide something and the answer is going to come right away. Like you're not going to feel this disconnect that you've been feeling along the way. Let's get some clarifiers out here. Can we please have some clarifiers here for pile one? Okay, thank you. Look at that. Same card. Yeah. And get one more. See if they give us the same card again. Please have a clarifying card for pile number one, Source. Yeah. The illusions. It's like you knew that whatever it was that you were going through, like the hardships that were coming from it and the suffering that were coming from it, you knew it was just an illusion. Like you knew this was helping you get stronger. But it didn't keep it from being hard. Like it was still difficult for you to go through, but you stayed committed. Like that's the one thing that's coming through for sure, is like you were committed to whatever came this year. Like maybe before in the past you gave up a lot earlier than this. Yeah. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune turning over and flipping over upright. Look, the Six of Wands is turning the wheel. You see the little handle here. Fortuna is who turns the Wheel of Fortune, right? And Fortuna is the goddess of fortune. She brings good luck or bad luck. It just depends on where you're at on your journey. But right now, what's turning the wheel is this idea of finally gaining traction and being acknowledged for who you are and gaining some sense of alliance. Like, it feels like this is not love coming in, like a romantic love. This is love of soul tribe energy coming in after some really difficult times that maybe you couldn't even face. You couldn't even face because it was like, I have to get through it. And in getting through it, you learned a lot about yourself. What's peeking out back here? Look, the Six of Wands. And it's interesting because in this deck, this way, right? It's backwards from this one, but in this way, it is actually in the upright. So we have a lot of recurring cards here. And so it's interesting because they're just saying it's like, now it's your turn to win. Now it's your turn to win. And that was on the very top of the deck, but it wanted to peek out. It was tipping over like that when I was showing you these other cards. So it does feel like the rest of 2023, like whatever it is, you're going to finally feel like you're winning. Things are changing. Like you're going to see your fortune like coming back. Like you're going to see good luck coming back after having dealt with a lot of difficult situations, things that were hard, things that were almost unbearable. And it does feel like this initiation. Yeah, so we have cave and sanctuary flipping over. Like it is important for you to find time to take care of yourself so that you can keep your energy purified, because the higher vibration that you stay in, the easier it is for you to connect with your higher wisdom, your higher intelligence, and your higher self. So the rest of 2023 is really going to be about you in this higher vibration, which is going to make you feel like you're winning. Like I don't know if this is money. I mean, we do have the 9 of coins coming out, but it is in the reverse. So I don't feel like this is all about money. I feel like this is more about you understanding your worth and like not having to convince yourself that you're worthy of the good things that are about to come and be manifested in your life anymore. Yeah, prosperity on the bottom here with 39. Peacock. Yeah, you're about to really manifest something in your life, and it's going to feel like, it feels like a snowball effect. Like all of a sudden there's a whole bunch of things that manifest all at once for you. And you're going to feel a lot better about that. Yeah, we have number 12 with Canary Spirits, sing your own song. Right? Why do I hear that song like... When Jesus is my portion, a constant friend is he. His eyes on the sparrow, and I know he watches over me. Yeah, that song. It's like, I sing because I'm happy, right? It's something like that. Anyways, that's the song that's coming through. It's like this higher connection and finally finding happiness and peace. Like that's the song that's coming through with this sing your own song. It's like you have something that you're using to connect with Source in a beautiful way, in a very profound way. And Source is like, we're going to show you. We're going to show you what your faith has given you. And so that's a song. You may want to check out that song. I actually don't know what it is. The eye of the, I don't know, the eye of the sparrow. I don't think that's right. It's something about the sparrow. Anyways, that's a song that's coming through. His eyes on the sparrow, or something like that. Anyways, if you know what song I'm talking about, put it down below. Look, cow spirit, miracles are endless with number 15, right? You changed your perspective on something and now you're letting go of toxic habits, toxic patterns, toxic people, toxic everything, whatever was no good for you. You're like, bye, get out of my life. You're no longer welcome. And through that, Source is bringing in a ton of miracles for you because you're surrendered to the process with Moth Spirit here. Yeah, that makes so much sense. Yeah, like that idea when Jesus is my portion, like no matter what you believe, right? It's whether it's Christianity or whatever, it's like your faith. What they're trying to point out is your faith. It's not about your religion, it's your faith. It's the fact that you have made your faith your portion. Like, that's what it is. Making Source, like, Source always has a seat at the dinner table with you. Like, Source always has a seat everywhere you go with you. You've made that very clear on the journey. Like, we have house 3, early learning, childhood relations, the rational mind, and communication. So you're really in this, I feel like you've been in prayer a lot, and you'd be like, maybe you're like, I don't pray a lot, but you ask for things, or you're trying to manifest things, and that is a place of prayer, is manifesting those things. I feel like, hold on one second, I'll be right back. Okay, so I had to go check on the window because from here, there's a gigantic bug on the window, and I thought it was a spider. I was like, oh no, if it's a spider inside, I gotta go take it out. I go over there, there's a fly on the window that is like this big. It's humongous. It looks like a horsefly. Like, it's just humongous, but it's so weird that it caught my attention. Because when we talk about the symbolism of flies, it's all about persistence. Like, they just never give up. And I feel like that's so fitting to this reading because, like, you've never given up. Right? And it's like, you may not sit down and be like, oh, you know, dear Source, blah, 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 whatever it is you say, right? You may not be like that, but when you're asking for something, when you're trying to manifest something, that's still a prayer. Prayer is many things, right? We have water here with Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, spirituality, emotion, intuition, and compassion. Yeah, you're opening up, and look, grow and expand with Jupiter, spiritually growing. Like, that's what's happening here. It's like you're coming into a new enlightened phase. It's going to be different for you. I feel like you're kind of going to be different than you have been up until now. Like, you've not really fit in, but this is going to be where you're kind of like almost outside of the box, like on the outside looking in, is what it feels like. And that's why they're trying to bring in other people who are on the same vibrational level as you, because it really can get lonely in this place. Even if it's just your spiritual team, like having these conversations. Yes, they want you out and about. Yes, they want you to connect with other people. That's so important on your journey. But it's almost like there's like a deep truth that's being revealed here where you're connecting with, it's a new gift, or it's a new way of seeing your intuition, whatever it is. It's very, very high vibrational, right? What do we have here? Peace with Gorilla. Yeah. You're just being lifted up. You lift me up, right? Like, that's the thing. It's like you're in this very high vibrational energy. He's sitting on the top of this mountain looking out over the clouds. Like, he's so high up that he's above the clouds. Like, that's exactly this energy that I'm getting. I love that. Look at all these blues coming through. Like, this is understanding a deep, honest truth about yourself, right? With Pluto transform. Yeah, this is a change. This is an absolute change on your journey. This is something that you've never actually experienced before. So let's go ahead and take a look at your card, and we'll find out what this is. I cherish and support my wonderful body in every way possible. I treat my body with love and respect. Okay, so it's honestly funny that I feel like your affirmation card is giving us a look at what it is that you've been healing from. It has to do with your body, has to do with being really in the pain body and stepping outside of the pain body and becoming more spiritually attached to your body, right? Or spiritually connected. It's like being in the body in the here and the now. You know, when you're really in tune with your body, it feels different. Like, you're not so stuck in the pain body. And when you're stuck in the pain body, like, that's all there is the pain, the anguish, the hurt. It's like every little thing, like you stub your toe and it's like that's all you can think about while the pain is just throbbing there. It's like, but when you're more in tune with your body and you're outside of the pain body, you stub your toe and while it still hurts, like you can breathe through it. It's like a whole different experience. And that's what's coming through here. It's like the rest of 2023 is going to be all about you connecting with yourself and your body in a different way. And that's what's raising you up into this higher vibration. And that's why you're not going to be following these old patterns like everybody else does. Like, the holidays are still going to be important for you, but it's not going to be about all the, here too, in the what fors and the hustle and bustle. It's going to be about like, let me just be present with what's going on. And this is a huge transformation for you. In fact, I feel like the people who are closest to you may mention that you're entirely different this year. And it's just remember that that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. It's a good thing, because it means that you've done a ton of work. You've let go. You know, you've got Scorpio energy here with Pluto, a lot of transformation. This is a new beginning for you. So 2023 is like you closing out the last little bit of some sort of karmic cycle, and you're actually experiencing the new beginning of closing out that cycle. So you're going to be feeling it over the next 2 months for sure. Okay, so this is what I see for you. If you feel like this is your reading, leave a little bird emoji down below and say, I sing my song, and let Source know that you're allowing yourself to come up into this higher vibrational state. Leave me a thumbs up down below as well, but I'm going to go ahead and leave it there and get on out of here. I do want to take a quick second, though, to thank your guides, your spirit messengers, your angel Source, and my spirit guides for coming together to give us this incredible message. And until next time, pile number 1, stay human. Bye. Hello, my fellow human. If you were drawn to this beautiful tiger's eye, or if you were drawn to this card during the shuffle, then this is going to be a reading on what is coming for the rest of 2023. So just going to kind of look deeper into it and see what the energies are that you're going to be dealing with over the next 2 months. Keeping in mind these are general readings, so take what resonates, leave what does not, knowing that as you interact with the channel, by liking, commenting, and subscribing, it does allow me an opportunity to directly connect with your energy and get you out more resonant readings. Also, if you are interested in supporting the channel further, if you look at the description box down below, you will find all the links necessary. You can also email me for a personal reading. I'll get you out further information from there. And you may also follow me on over to my podcast at Scatter Love Radio, which is a fun, chill hangout session with yours truly. And I do hope to see you there. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into your reading and find out what energies are coming for the rest of 2023 for pile 2 Source. What can they look forward to for the rest of 2023? Did I say 22? What is coming for the rest of 2023 for pile number 2? What would you like us to know, Source? What messages do you have for us? What can they expect for the rest of 2023 for pile number 2? Whoa, okay, so we have Saturn, which rolled off of screen over here. We have first house and Sagittarius energy. Okay. So there's been some sort of sacrifice. If you sacrificed being who you are in the past, that's what it feels like here. It feels like from the past, you've really sacrificed being true to yourself or being who you wanted to be. Like there was a point in time when maybe you were a people pleaser or maybe you gave in. And this is feeling like you're now in a place of being unapologetically you. Like it feels like there's been, like if you're spiritual or not spiritual, doesn't matter. If you're just goofy by nature or whatever it is, it's like whoever you are when you're by yourself at home, there's always trepidations of being that same person out and about. And this is saying like it's done, like you've sacrificed enough for that. So for the rest of 2023, you're going to be in this place of being very determined to show people who you are. And it could be because you're traveling as well, that you're going to be going different places and you're going to, it's almost like that's like the practice run. Think, oh, I'm not going to see these people again, so what does it matter? Like, I'm just going to be who I am. And so you let yourself open up to that. And that's going to bring you into a place of understanding that you are actually accepted for who you are. It's just that maybe the people that you've been around in the past didn't accept you for who you were. And so it was like learning the difference between that. Like there's so many people that have been judgmental of you in your life, and that's because they're connected with the old you. And now that you're growing and you're changing, it's like there's a new version of you emerging, but it's not even new. It's just the original version of you gets to emerge. And that original version is something that other people aren't used to, that have known you for a long time, because they've been so used to you being either the people pleaser or diminishing your own light. But it feels like what they're focusing on here is that you sacrificed for long enough. So Source is putting you into a new situation, into a place where you can let your light shine and not be judged for that and be accepted for that and not have others take credit for you too. I don't know why that's coming through, but that's something that's very loudly came in right now. It's like maybe others have been like taking credit for your kindness, or they've been taking credit for you. Like maybe you give gifts or you give words of affirmation, and it's like others are like, oh no, I'm the one that originally said that, or I originally did that. And it's like people are actually going to see that like you are doing those things. It's coming from you. It's not coming from someone else. Like that's a weird energy. I don't know why. I know people do that a lot. It's just kind of, it's just so weird. You know, it's like, it's okay if you copy ideas, but come up with your own ideas. You know what I mean? Like just some people sometimes like just don't understand that. Like it's okay to give credit where credit is due. And I feel like that's exactly what Source is saying. Like it's okay for you to have credit for things that you are due credit for. Like so much in the past, like others have either taken credit for the things that you've done or the thing or who you are. Like maybe you're a psychic and they've like, oh no, pile 2 isn't the one that's psychic. I told them all that, but now it's like you're being drawn away from them and you're being put into a situation where others can see the truth of who you are. And that's just an example. It doesn't even have to be being psychic. It could just be being funny and having great jokes, or you could just be very wise and philosophical and, you know, like you're someone who has these amazing conversations with people. It does feel like though there's somebody, or there has been somebody in your energy that's taken accountability, or not accountability, that's taken credit for you being you. Which just, I'm sitting, like, even saying it, I'm like, really? But see, when you're taken away from them, or when you're put in a situation where people see the honest sincerity of who you are, like, this person is not going to be able to hold on to that credit any longer. Like, it's just not going to work. And that's what it feels like. Yeah, and it's like Source is also bringing love into your life. Like, I was getting that message. I didn't mention it, but I was getting that message when I was getting ready for your pile. Is that there's like a few things coming, like money, like love. So I feel like you're going to be spending the last part of 2023 preparing for manifestation. I keep hearing like a fall of manifestation. So it's not like a bad thing. Like they're just like basically raining down blessings on your head. It's like things are just going to start falling into your lap, and it could start this month and next month, but I do feel like mostly it's like Source is basically putting you into a situation where people are going to see you for you. So let's get some tarot on it, Source. What can pile 2 expect for the rest of 2023? Okay, thank you. What can pile number 2 expect for the rest of 2023? Yeah, like getting away from somebody who, it feels like maybe you're connected with somebody, or you had been connected with somebody that was emotionally unavailable, that wasn't capable of giving to you the way that you deserved or the way that you needed. And you're going to be drawn, like there's some sort of situation here where you're no longer going to be with that person. Like either that person is going to like just get themselves away from you because you're vibrating so high, or like Source has put a series of events in this person's life that are going to drag them away from you. It does happen. I've seen it happen personally with family members. Like I get so exhausted from my family members and I'm like begging Source and like, please, like I know it's family. I know that I'm supposed to love them, but you see as much as I do the toxicity in this situation. Can you please help me out? And then all of a sudden there'll be like a week and a half where it's like all these like outside circumstances come up where I don't, like I'm just left at home by myself and I'm like I can breathe again. And that's what it feels like. But more than that for you, pile 2, it's like not only are you going to be in a place where you're by yourself or away from this type of energy, you're going to be in a place where people are recognizing you for who you are. Like people are just appreciating you. Yeah, this is a part of your spiritual journey. This is you having a spiritual win. This is you having a physical win. But it does feel like this has to do with relationships. I know we don't have any relationship energy up here. But that's what I was getting even when I was getting ready for your pile, is this idea of getting ready for relationship, getting ready for something that is relationship oriented. Yeah, it's, look at this. This is both Cancerian energy. Cancers are close to home. So it's like something that's close to home that's really been weighing on you emotionally and spiritually and different types of way. And it's like you're going to be drawn away from that, and you're going to be able to be in this place of confidence where you're no longer fighting. And that's what's going to bring a lot of abundance into your life. Yeah, look at that. We have the 9 of coins with the Queen of coins and the Knight of coins. Like, whoa. And I actually got the King of coins while I was shuffling for your pile, like twice it came out. So yeah, so not only are you going to be seen in an emotional way, but I do feel like abundance is coming, like monetary gain is also coming for you. Let's see what we've got. Yeah. Emotional abundance and building, no longer dealing with people who are immature. This could be a lover, okay? Maybe you're connecting with somebody, or you have like a relationship status or something with someone. It doesn't even have to be serious. It could just be a fling. But it's like very immature. Like this person's very immature. Like they breadcrumb you. They keep you online just so that they have somebody to talk to, or like, you know, they know that you're always going to connect with them again. And it's like, so they keep you online, but they never really give. Like the back of my head is hurting so bad. Like it's like all of a sudden it feels like someone's sticking a needle in my head right now. It feels like this person gives you a massive headache most of the time. It's like, really? What the heck? It does not have to be a relationship, but with the the Page of Wands coming out in the reverse here, it's showing that this person is truly, truly, deeply immature. Like they're not, I mean, in any of the pages when we have them reversed, it is immature, but we're talking about this person takes immature actions towards you. Like they try to start fights with you. This person tries to get you to invest and engage in them in ways that they know are toxic. So it's like this person is just very much in this energy of like, I want to pick on pile 2. So I was saying, like, you've sacrificed enough. Like it's like with Saturn is a planet of sacrifice. What are we sacrificing so that we can heal ourselves? And yes, it is a lot more than that, but really if we stopped and thought about it, it's like letting go of things that we no longer want or need in order to come into the place of what we want. And so it's like you're ready to sacrifice this type of connection or this type of situation that you're no longer wanting to be involved in it like that. Like you're like, look, oh my gosh, look at this. I was getting clarifications, and I said I got the King of coins, not even on this deck. It was while I was shuffling these, and I looked over and I turned it over, and there it is, the King of coins. Look at that. Yeah, there's somebody in your life that's just very spiritually disconnected. And I feel like that's a thing. Like what's trying to peek out here? Yeah. They're judging you for something that they're not capable of understanding themselves. So it's like, instead of trying to understand it, or even just trying to see where you're coming from, pile 2, like this person is definitely in a place of like grudges and resentment. Like they can't stand the fact that you're doing the things that you're doing. And it's like, sources like, enough, we're done with this. We cannot do this anymore. You're picking on somebody who has a very important mission, but not only that, but you're picking on somebody who has chosen their life mission in sacrifice of the physical world and the immature actions. And because you're choosing to stay in this place of immaturity, enough is enough. And that's why it's like, sources like, nope, not anymore. And it's not like they're doing it in a harsh way. Like that's not what I feel at all. Oh, this is a lot of cards. Okay, so we have the 3 of coins in the reverse, the 9 of cups, and the Knight of swords coming out here. Yeah, it's like, that's what's okay. I see where source is going with this. It's like they're saying, look, it's done with you trying to emotionally carry this person. I feel like maybe in the past you've been feeling obligated to take care of this person, but that's something that you've spent this whole year working on, and realizing that how this person feels has nothing to do with you. And so you kind of leave them alone most of the time, but it never ceases to fail that this person is always trying to poke the bear. Like they're just trying to get you to get into a bad mood. They're just trying to make you come down from your higher vibrational energy. Like this person just really, they're just on one. They need it. My mom always called it an AA. You need an attitude adjustment. Like, this person is the epitome of that. They need an attitude adjustment because they're just coming from their attitude. It's like Source is saying here, it's like they're going to break this situation up to where you're not in this person's energy so much anymore. They're not in yours. And through that, you're going to find that, oh my gosh, like, I feel so much better. Thank you so much, Source. So what's coming for the rest of 2023? It could be a very difficult end. Okay. Like, I want you to be prepared that this for some is going to be a very difficult ending, but with the blessing of letting go of people who treat you like dirt. I mean, this is somebody who really just has their own selfish wants and needs and everything. And you're going to realize that you have the strength to come in and bring your own happiness here. With the Knight of Swords here, it's like something big is on the horizon here with the Five of Coins. And here you come in and you recognize, I get to support my own happiness. I'm going to let Source take care of this energy. And this could be work. I mean, it doesn't even have to be a person. This could be a circumstance, a situation, a home, a work situationship, whatever it is. It's like, this is like Source saying, just surrender this to me. Let me deal with it. Let me handle it. I got your back, boo. Don't you dare worry about it. You know, like, I'm going to take care of it, but I need you to let go. And this is you coming into a place of saying, okay, like, you've already been cut by the barbed wire so much by holding on to this, trying to fix it, trying to make it work, trying to have some sense of security here. And you're finally just like, I'm done. It hurts so much. It hurts so bad. And I'm so tired of getting cut up when I know that this is not going to change, this person, the situationship or anything. And so you're ready to let go. And through that, it's like you almost heal instantly from that. Almost instantly. Yeah. So we have the Six of Wands on the bottom. It's in the upright, even though it looks like it's in the reverse compared to my original deck here. It's just in this card. It is in the upright. They're talking about now they're bringing in people who care about you because you've let go of people who have no interest in getting to know you on a deeper level. And this could be someone who is very manipulative. I do just feel like this person gets triggered by you a lot and they're just very immature. Like, they were triggered at a young age while they were a child. They had a lot of situations that happened to them as a child, and I feel like they never grew out of that. And in the spirit of that, every time that you come up into a higher light, you just naturally trigger them. And through that, they feel like they have to defend their energy or where they're at. And, you know, we've come to realize on the spiritual journey that none of that actually really even matters, right? We have to protect ourselves, yes, but there's no need to fight about it. There's no need to argue about it because someone doesn't believe the way that you do or doesn't see things the way that you do. So I do feel like you are going to be brought into a connection with somebody that's on a very similar path as you. Okay, because you've done enough. We have this lightning energy coming out and it flipped over here with power. Yeah, this person's in a struggle for power over you. And so for the rest of 2023, like, they're going to actually feel the bite. Not of your power, but of Source's power. Like, it's like Source is coming in and saying, like, look, like, you really think that this person has control over you? Like, I'm going to take control over your life. It's like the karma that plays out, right? It's not, and again, Source is not doing it for any reason other than the fact that this person just is manifesting this. It's like, this is the intention that this person is putting out. That's the intention that they're going to get back. And so Source is like, all right, cool. Like, this is what you really think. You really think that this person's here to bug you. Well, I'm going to do things that really, really bother you. Like, I'm going to do things that are going to set your energy on edge. It's like the way that you were trying to treat this person, I'm going to set your energy on edge like that. And that's the thing. Like, I feel like the way that they treat you actually does not trigger them. Like, I feel like if you treated them the way that they treat you, I don't feel like that's what triggers them. And so it feels like whatever it is that triggers them deeply, that's what Source is going to poke the bear at. Like, you know, like, if it's they're teasing you, teasing them doesn't hurt them. That doesn't hurt their feelings. It's like, Maybe they're going to get into an argument with somebody that they really care about, you know, or that they truly are connected with. Or maybe they're going to have some difficulties in the financial aspect of things. Or maybe they're going to have some difficulties with their home. Like all of a sudden there's going to be like a series of events that happen with their home. And I keep getting drawn to the fact that it's more material things that bother them. So, yeah. Look, we have tsunami on the bottom with wake up call. Exactly. Exactly. Like sources, this doesn't actually have to do with you, pile 2. Like this doesn't physically have to do with you. This just feels like a message from source saying like, look, this person needs to deal with their own internal bullshit. And excuse me for saying that, but that's exactly what it is, because you're coming into a place of being healed and compassionate. Like look at this loving energy here. You're being initiated. Okay, look, and even what is this? Stillness. Yeah, you're talking with source. You're in a balanced state. Like this person just wants to make you in an imbalanced state. Like they want you to feel bad about yourself because they feel bad about themselves. And so it's like, but that's the thing. It's like, I feel like maybe you've tried to use their same practices against them, and it hasn't ever bothered them. And you're like, well, okay, so what do I do? And that's what source is like, don't worry, I got this. I know exactly what bothers this person. I know exactly why they're poking you, and I know how to poke them back the way that they're poking you. And again, it's not like source saying like, I'm going to do this because of this. It's just all intention. But that's the easiest way for us to explain it in human terms. It's like, what goes around comes around. So we have 22 coming out and your pile 2. How fitting is that? We have Sacred Ibis with learning. Yeah, you're on this very spiritual journey. You're very much learning this deeper wisdom, and source is opening a door for you. So what's happening in the next 2 months is that this person is going to start getting triggered, and source does want you to really protect your energy, or this situation is going to get really triggered. And so source wants you to continue to protect your energy because there's a door opening up right now. Okay. Yeah, stability with number 8. You're ending karmic cycles. You're healing the inner child wound here, right? Like, and it feels like this big turtle is taking you away from what was hard. Like, you're so peaceful on top of this tortoise shell, and it's like, or this turtle shell, and it's like you're just so happy, and there's this child down here swimming in the water, like just happy, and there's not an adult in sight, right? It's like I get to connect with my inner child. I get to be who I am. And that's what source is saying. I'm bringing you into a place of abundance and stability. This is because you're healing your soul wounds and you're coming in connection with your soul. And then we have dog companionship. I'm going to bring you somebody who's similar to you on the journey, who's higher vibrational. Right? Somebody who, and again, nobody experiences the journey the way that we do, pile 2. That's not what this is. But it's like we do connect with people who are of higher vibration. And it's like they get to experience learning from them, and they get to learn from us because of the way we lived our lives. And it's a very powerful, profound place to be at. We have flamingo spirit on the bottom, embracing the in-between. Yeah, so you're going to come up into a period where there's kind of like nothing going on, right? It's just getting, source is saying embrace that. Like, be okay with this nothingness that's happening because it's us preparing you for the next step. You may also see a lot of pink birds. I don't know if there's a lot of pink birds, but the sacred ibis kind of looks like pink here, and the flamingo is pink. And you know, maybe you're just cruising around and you see somebody that has a pink bird like bumper sticker. Like, it may just be like a parrot, but it's pink or something like that. You see what I mean? But yeah, you may see a lot of pink birds for some reason. I don't know why that's coming through, but that's what I'm getting. So we're just gonna go with it. Can we please have some more for this, source? Okay, thank you. Leo. Yeah, self-confidence, loyalty, and creativity. Source is tired of your confidence being hammered at. They want you to see who you are. They want you to recognize the strength that you have within you. And they're tired of this person being, like, I keep saying person, but remember, it could just be a situation, okay? Like, it could be a situation, but they're tired of this situation, this person being somebody that's coming in with, like, and I keep seeing it like a knife or something, and, like, hitting your confidence as much as they can, because this person almost like they get kicks out of seeing you feel upset. Like, it's just a weird energy. It's not a good energy. Like, I'm sorry that you're around this, pile 2, because you don't deserve this. Like, it feels like you're a very hard worker and you're a very kind, generous person. You're a loving person, and it's like you deserve to have people who stand up for you and who back you up. And it's like, this is a high sign that this person is not vibrationally matched for you. And that's exactly what's happening here. It's like Source is sending that person to the vibrations that they put out. Yeah, so we have number 35, which is 8 again. So 888 is a very powerful number for you. 222 is a very powerful number, but we have Spirit has a plan. So even on this journey, realizing and recognizing that right now, you're exactly where you're meant to be. Okay, like even if it is difficult, you're exactly where you're meant to be. So the next 2 months, just, I feel like there's going to be kind of a lot of downtime, and they're just saying to embrace that. Capricorn, ambition, realism, and methodical steps. So I'm saying you're a hard worker. We have Capricorn energy here coming out. Like you are somebody who puts in the effort. So like if this is a work situation, it's like, and this is a manager that you're dealing with, or if this is like just a company in general who doesn't appreciate you, like you're going to find something in this in-between time where you're going to connect with somebody who truly appreciates you and who values the work that you do. And if it's a person, that's what's going to happen. Like there's going to be a lot of in-between time. This person, you're not going to be spending so much time with them, and you're going to have this downtime so that you can work on you and work on what you want to put your energy towards. So let's take a look at your affirmation card here. It says, I have a never-ending supply of pure positive energy that is saturating my body and mind. And I love that. Because it's like, again, it's like staying in this positive energy is so important for you, and remembering that you are so worthy of the good things that are coming into your life. And it's like, while this is a difficult situation, yes, Source is saying that it's getting cleared out. Like this is being cleared out of your energy, out of your aura, out of your soul, out of everything. Like it's getting kicked out. It didn't pay rent. It's gotta go. Right? So that's a good thing for you. And I know it's difficult, but you're almost there. And I know you're probably so tired of hearing that, pile 2. But it really is. You're almost finished with this lower vibrational energy. Like you're going to be rising above and getting out of there. And it's like Source is actually going to bat for you here. For Koala Spirit to come out in this reading with Source has a plan, it does feel like Source is like, I got the wheel. Jesus, take the wheel, take it from my hands, as I can't do this on my own. Oh, I'm letting go, so give me one more chance. I love that song came through right now. Yeah, it's just like Source is here taking the wheel for you. I got you, boo. Don't you worry about it, okay? Like, you are so supported and loved at this time, and it's like Source is fighting battles for you so you don't have to fight them anymore, because you spent enough time fighting them on your own, okay? If you feel like this is your reading, leave a pink heart down below and say, I surrender to Source energy so that I can become who I'm meant to be. Something along those lines. Leave me a thumbs up down below as well. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I want to leave it there. And I do want to take a quick second, though, to thank your guides, your spirit messengers, your angel source, and my spirit guides for coming together to give us this message. I'm sending you a big, energetic hug, Pile 2. I love you so much. And until next time, Pile 2, stay human. Bye. Hello, my fellow human. If you were drawn to this beautiful piece of lapis lazuli, or if you were drawn to this card during the shuffle, then this is going to be a reading on what to expect for the rest of 2023. Keep in mind these are general readings, so take what resonates, leave what does not, knowing that as you interact with the channel by liking, commenting, and subscribing, it does allow me an opportunity to directly connect with your energy and get you out more resonant readings. And if you are interested in supporting the channel further, check out the description box below, or you'll find all the links necessary to do so. You can also email me for a personal reading, and I will get you out further information. And you can also follow me on over to my podcast at Scatter Love Radio, which is a fun, chill hangout session with yours truly, and I do hope to see you there. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into your reading. They've been kind of all over the place, so each one is unique on its own, so I'm excited to see what yours brings. But what is it that pile number 3 can expect for the rest of 2023? So what is it that pile number 3 can expect for the rest of 2023? What's coming for the rest of 2023 for pile number 3, Source? What's coming for the rest of 2023 for pile number 23? All right, what do we got going on here? Saturn, Cancer, and the 10th house. Okay, so we know we're dealing with finances. Let me get these set up on the block here. Saturn. Alrighty then. That's set up there. Yeah, so something to do with your finances. The one thing is that was coming through the channel message that I was getting is I got a lot of anger and stubbornness that was coming through in regards to what it is that you're doing, and to maybe watch the way that you're talking here. Watch the words that you're saying, and that was something that was coming out like really strongly, whether that's in regards to a home situation or in regards to maybe your boss or something like that. I actually do feel like it has to do with at home. Like maybe you're about to get a lot of fame and fortune here with the 10th house here. With the Cancerian energy though, it is giving me this energy of being watchful of what you say at home when it comes to your finances, when it comes to your success, because there's not everybody at home is excited for you to be successful doing whatever it is that you're doing. Like I feel like a lot of people have told others that you're failing or that you're going to fail at it, and you becoming successful makes them look bad because they said the wrong thing. Right? And it's not like they would ever go back and change that. That's not the case here. It's just that this person really expected to see you fail because maybe you've given up a lot before in the past. And so I feel like for the next 2 months, like Source is actually going to bring a lot of success into your life because you've been super determined. You know, the only energy that we're missing here is Capricorn energy, right? You have 10th house and Saturn, which are both connected to Capricorn energy. And it's like this energy of being super ambitious, a hard worker, the father of the zodiac, being capable of becoming a provider and standing firm in your morals and your ethics. And so I feel like that's exactly what's going on here, is that you're nurturing your business, you're nurturing your work, you're nurturing whatever it is that you're doing to make money. You're spending time really taking care of that and putting a lot of effort and care into it. Like it's not something that you just walk away from. And the example that they're showing me here is if you're an entrepreneur, you have your own business, like a lot of people like, oh, they're going to fail because they're lazy or they're not going to put the effort that needs to be done to do that or whatever it is. And you're still showing up. Like you continue to show up, but you say nothing about it. And what Source is saying here for the rest of 2023 is to say nothing, because you're going to see a lot of increase all of a sudden. You know, the 10th house, we do have this fame and fortune. We don't have a sudden progression here, but I don't feel like it's been sudden for you. Like I feel like this is something that's been a long drawn out process for you. And so you're going to see significant increases coming for the last 2 months of the year. And so it's like, even if it's like commission or whatever it is, or even if you're saving for something, whatever it is, there's like an increase in the financial side of things. And so they want you to really watch what you're saying, watch what you're spending. Don't let people in. Like, don't, right? Usually we're saying, let people in, be vulnerable, be open. But Source is saying like to shut everybody out right now when it comes to you talking about your business, your finances, your careers, your goals, whatever it is, because there's something that's happening here because you've actually taken the time and the effort to nurture whatever it is that you're doing. And this is actually a message. It's not surprising that it's come up on the channel pile 3, because if you've been watching, there's been actually quite a few readings that have been talking about this growth that's coming. This feels like a huge change, though. This feels like a huge change in your finances. Like, it's like, again, I'm not saying like it's sudden progression. That's not what it feels like. This just feels like, oh, it's like, oh my gosh, like, okay, Bob Proctor is the one that they're showing me right now. You know, Bob Proctor talked about after he read Think and Grow Rich, he was only making like, what was it, $12,000 a year when he read it, when he first started reading it. And then the next year he made over 50,000, and then the next year he made over 100,000, then he made over $1 million or whatever it was. Like, he talked about his progression. And that's what they're talking about right now. It's like, that's exactly what's going on. It's like you stayed steady all year. Like, and you may have seen a growth towards the end of the year here. It's like you're starting to see this growth happen. You're starting to see things increase. And then all of a sudden it's like, in November, you're going to see things maybe double what happened in October, and then maybe you're going to see them double in December from what it was in November. It could be something like that, or it might only just be like a 10% increase or something along those lines. But whatever it is, it's like you're going to see this progression. You're going up is what they're showing me, the success of growing up on this journey. Now it's no longer just staying stagnant or just kind of like, kind of like barely moving up like this. Like you're going to see this increase. Like, okay, we're actually moving up. Like things are actually changing. I'm actually getting better. I'm actually getting paid for this. Like I'm actually making the commission that I knew I was going to be making all along. And that's what Source is showing here. Like, and they're saying not to talk about it because there's either a group of people or there's somebody in your energy that wants to see you fail. I split the deck and we have the Nine of Swords and the Queen of Swords here. Yeah, so this is like you protecting. Like, look at how she looks pregnant here. This is you protecting what's yours. Because this person, if it is a person, like, and this is popping out the world here in the upright, we have this completion of a cycle. It's like they're showing me here, it's like if you talk about it with this person's going to go out of their way to try to make you feel miserable because they know that like how you feel about yourself is connected to how you make money. And so this person wants to make you feel bad about it because they don't like the fact that you're doing something that is different. Like, like if this is a coworker, maybe you're bringing your own ideas to this and they don't like that. Or if this is a family member, it's because you're doing something different than the whole family's done. Or if it's a friend, it's like they can't see the fact that you actually figured this out before they did or something like that. That's what it has to do with. It's like, oh my gosh, pile 3 like figured it out. And it's like, it's not like you just figured it out. It's been something that you've been working at for a long time, but they're not looking at it that way. They're not looking at all the work and the monotony of showing up, right? All that hardcore dance has got to be, okay, summertime. Just a little something to break from monotony of all that hardcore dance that has got to be a little bit out of control, the smooth romance, something like that. I don't remember all the words, but you get it. That's the thing. It's like, that's what Source is saying. It's breaking from the monotony. You're breaking from the monotony. Let's get some tarot out on it and see what comes through. Okay, Source, what can pile number 3 expect for the rest of 2023? Okay, thank you. All right, well, what can pile 3 expect for the rest of 2023? It does feel like you've been working hard, though. It's like exhausting. Like all of a sudden when I got to your pile, I feel like I'm exhausted. They're saying, watch out for burnout too. Like that's the other thing that's coming through here is like, you have a tendency to overwork yourself because of wanting to just, I feel like it's no longer proving it to others that you can. I feel like this is more about proving it to yourself. Yeah, and they're saying that the finances are coming here with the 9 of coins on the bottom and the upright. We have temperance here, but there's also this anxiety that's coming with it too, right? There's this anxiety, but what if? It's almost like that's what it feels like. What if it doesn't work out? Source is saying like, take a step back. You're healing. You've healed so much. I don't even think you realize how much you've healed. And so for the next 2 months, you're going to see this progress happen where you're going to feel a lot more at ease because you're going to see the growth. This does feel like it's something that will continue to grow for a lifetime. So this could even be stocks and investments, right? But that's what it feels like. Yeah, there's definitely somebody in your energy not down with this. Ooh, Source. All right, yeah. Look at this energy here. We have the Devil, the 6 of Wands upright, and the King of Cups in the upright. All these cards in the upright. Here's the deal. You have this person who is obsessed with your story. My ear is going crazy right now. My right ear just started itching like crazy, going like feeling like there was somebody like putting their finger in it, or like when you buzz next to it or something like that. That's what it felt like it was vibrating. They want you to feel like it's all about what they put it on. So I feel like this person has a tendency to attack you when it comes to money. Like I feel like there's been a time in your life where you really believed your worth was based on what you had in your pocket or what you had in your bankroll. And I feel like you've done a lot of healing here with the temperance coming out here. It's like Source is showing you right underneath the 9 of coins in the upright, right? Showing that you are stable, you're secure, you have a lot going on. But this is also giving me that energy of keeping yourself away from everybody else right now when it comes to your coin. Because there's somebody here who's not understanding or empathetic with your journey. Like, they just really don't care. They're just like, if you succeed, like, I'm gonna go out of my way to really make you feel like crap. Like, that's their job. Like it's just interesting. And with the 6 of Wands here, it feels like this person could have been an ally at one point in time, but Source is showing like they're no longer an ally. Like, you've given enough of your emotions to them. You've offered a lot to them. Right? You've been there, you've supported this person, you have been kind to this person, you've encouraged this person. It could be the situation. This could also be like work in itself, and like you're leaving work so that you can focus full time on a business that you're making or something along those lines. It's like you've given a lot of yourself in this situation. And in doing so, it's interesting because you're seeing here with the King of Cups that we've learned a lot from that, right? It's this energy of like, yeah, I got my heart broke. Yeah, it was miserable. Yeah, it was upsetting, but I still showed up. I never changed who I was. I grew from who I was, but I never changed that energy. Like, I was always kind and compassionate and caring, open, vulnerable, loving, you name it. But this person, they cannot receive. Like, they cannot receive because they really put a lot of importance on money. They put a lot of importance on material gain. This person puts a lot of importance on status. Okay, and with the 10th house, we have this idea of status, right? You're coming into a place of having status. So it's like, if the example would be like, I keep getting a bakery. I don't know what that is. So somebody, maybe you're opening a bakery. Like, maybe you're leaving a corporate job to open up your own bakery. Okay, and like, that's the thing. And like, you actually used your corporate job, like maybe on your breaks, you would give away samples of things that you make. Okay, and again, this is the example that they're giving me. So I don't know what's going on here, but it's like this energy of like, at corporate, you were like, you know what, on your breaks, or like maybe when there was, you know, I don't know if they still do potlucks and stuff at work. We always did when I had a corporate job. There was always potlucks and stuff. It was like, you would always bring like baked goods and give them away, and they got a lot of praise. And this person, every time you would get praise on those things, like they'd be like, oh yeah, let me bring in what I do. But this person can't bake. Like, so they go to the store and they try to pass off something they bought at the store as what they baked. And it never, like, no one ever liked it as much as they liked what you had. And so it really irritated this person. And so this person was always like, oh, well, at my last job, everybody loved everything that I made. And they like tried to make it a big deal. Like, they tried to like hurt you because of that. That's what it feels like. So what's happening for the rest of 2023 is the fact that you're about to get recognized. So it's like your bakery, like if this is an online venture that you've taken and you're doing your bakery online, like for the rest of 2023, like you're going to start getting orders like crazy. And it's going to be so much so that you're going to be able to say goodbye to this corporate job, and this person is going to watch you leave. Like, that's basically the revenge that's coming here, I guess, if you want to put it that way. But it's like this person's going to watch you become super successful at whatever it is. And they're just saying, don't say anything right now. Like, don't even say anything to the people that you're talking to at work, like, or, you know, in your life. Like, not saying anything right now means something, because this person only sees you as a cash cow. Okay, so like if it's a family member, then they see you as a cash cow. If it's a work environment, this person sees you as like, oh, now that you have all this money, like they're going to try to get the money from you. Okay, and that's not fair. That's what Source is saying. Like, you worked hard for this for yourself because you're a genuine person. You have good intention. You know what you want to do. Like, you're not greedy. But this other person in your energy, this other situation in your energy is extremely greedy. Look at what's on the bottom of the deck. The Devil. Yeah, this is crazy. And it's in the upright too, for it to come out for the card clarifying the Devil. And then we have the Devil on the bottom of the deck. Like, this is somebody who just doesn't, they're very, very much in this place of like, if you have status or if you have more money than they do, like they feel awful. Like they feel like they're failing at life. And so because of that feeling, they're going to make you feel like you're failing. I don't feel like you're bothered by it anymore. I really don't. But they're going to really go out of their way. I guess what they're saying here with the Empress in the reverse, like this person's really going to go out of their way to try to make you feel bad about the fact that you have this success. Like, oh, well, you should have done this, or you could have done that, or you should have been over here doing this. Like, they're going to come up with all kinds of things to make you feel bad. And Source is saying, just don't say anything. Like, that's what you need to focus on for the rest of the year, is not saying anything. Like, just continuing to show up, to do what you do, and to just be like, shh. And that's okay. Because exactly what's coming on the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Coins. Like, you can't get more real than that. Like, we have the Four of Coins underneath that. You have this is financial security, and then you have the Boss, right? Yeah, maybe he's not the Emperor, but this is the boss of money right here. It's like you're getting money, you're gaining traction, you're gaining what it is that you need in your life to be successful here. Look, and with the Queen of Coins behind that, like, Source is like, I'm not even playing with you. Like, this person or this situation or this job, they can go in a rolling donut for all I care, because you had good intentions when you started whatever it is that you started, right? I was saying, like, the bakery idea, that's what they keep showing me. It's like you wanted to be good at it, and this person was jealous because you were such a good bake. And it was like, oh, I can't, like, I have to keep up with pile 3. Like, I gotta do better than pile 3. I gotta do this. And it's like, Source is like, yeah, but that's not your destiny. This is pile 3's destiny. This is what they were destined to do. And so Source is showing, like, this is security coming in. And that's why it's like, they're saying, just be leery of what you say. Don't spend money in front of this person. Like, it's okay to keep doing what you've been doing, but just say nothing. Like, say nothing at all. Yeah, because this person is like, this person's on a war path with you. Okay, and they couldn't, and it might not even be with you. It might be an indirect way. Like, they may be spreading rumors like, oh, you know what I heard about pile 3 is they had cockroaches, and that they're still serving people things even though they had cockroaches, or that the FDA or the health inspector came. And like, this person's going to try to indirectly attack you as well as directly attack you. Like, they're going to try to make you feel bad about what it is that you've created. They're going to try and make you feel bad about your skills and your abilities, because this person, they just don't know who they are, and they don't know what their own abilities are. And so they're jealous of anybody that figures out who they are in life. Yeah, and this is a very dangerous situation. This is what Source is saying with the moon on the bottom in the reverse. This is someone who likes to have control over situations. When somebody does something that's really good, this person kind of gets some sense of satisfaction. It's very gruesome. This person gets some sense of satisfaction in making people feel less than about themselves, or like they're not enough to have the success that they want in life. This person is really good at using their own energy, like, to project onto others to make them feel a certain way. And so Source is just saying, like, this is a very dangerous situation that you're in. Not to be afraid of it, but to remember that silence is sometimes the biggest tool that you have to succeed in life, because not everybody is going to root and cheer for you. In fact, some people will have a sheer problem with you just being you. And with the moon coming out here on the bottom of the deck and all these energies coming out, like, we're showing, like, Source is showing, like, what this energy is, with the Devil to come out when we got this first card on top of the Devil. Like, it's like Source is trying to show you what this energy is. It's like, we've got this really nasty energy that's in your energy right now, and they're not meant to be with you. Okay, they were here for a season, and that's it. You learned your lessons that you needed to from them. And this person's about to vibrate out of your energy, but this person is going to hang on tooth and nail as much as they can. And that's what Source is saying. Like, don't let this person drag you down because of what's going on, right? This person is very angry. They're angry that you're able to do what you're doing. Like, you figured out something that they've been dying to have their whole life. It feels like they really believe what it is that you're doing is easy. Like, oh, you get to kick back and do nothing all day, and then, you know, you just have these gifts that you're given. Like, they're not realizing the amount of effort and time and practice that it's taken. You know, like, I feel like a lot of people miss that. They just see someone becomes instantly successful, and it has nothing to do with that. Like, it's not instant. No success is instant. Yeah, you have people who go viral and stuff like that, and yeah, that might be instant. But most success and long-term success is not instant. Most success, it takes a lot. It takes a lot of patience and effort and time and showing up and doing the work. And most people are not willing to do that. Like, most people are just like, oh, look at Brittany. Like, she just went success overnight. Like, she's such a, you know what? And you're like, hold up. Do you realize that Brittany spent the last 7 years building this? And they're like, sure. Like, they don't want to look at it that way because they don't see the hard work that it takes. And that's why not as many people are successful in life as you would think. Because most people are not willing to put that amount of effort towards anything. So we do have the coyote spirit on the bottom with trust and divine detours here. So it's like Source put you on this detour so that you could understand and see that you are worthy of what it is that you want. And so that you could also continue to be this peaceful individual that you are. Right? Like, look, let it shine. Yeah, you're a very kind person and you always have good intentions for even for those that don't have good intentions for you. Like, you're not out here trying to make havoc for other people. Like, you're just trying to live your life and be you. But sometimes you bring in a lot of stubborn people. And we have this transform energy with the Pluto energy here. Yeah, there's definitely a huge transformation coming for you for the last part of the year. So fixed signs is what flipped out. We have Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius with stability, persistence, loyalty, and dependability. This is what Source is highlighting here. This is why you're gaining success. You've been persistent. Like, when you could have thrown in the towel, you stayed steady. When you could have stopped being loyal to the cause, you stayed steady. When you could have given up and been unreliable in the situation, you chose to be dependable. Like, that's the thing. It's like you built stability from the ground up. And it's like, whether or not this person agrees with that has nothing to do with it. The truth of the matter is you're being rewarded for showing up. So look, we have spring equinox with rebirth here. Yeah, it's like this is a rebirth for you. This is a transformation. This is you getting out of this energy for good. Source is trying to take you away from this energy because you don't belong in this energy anymore. You don't belong here in this vibration anymore. Look, I cannot make this stuff up. We have transformation here with Sea Otter with number 18 and 9. 9 is all about bringing a cycle to a close. It's not closed yet, but it's about bringing it to its end. And you have transformation. We have transform. Like, Source is showing you you're about to change your life. This is not only going to impact you, it's going to impact everybody around you, not in a terrible way. Because you're going to be the person that everybody's like, oh, well, if pile 3 did it, then that means that maybe I can do it too. Can I go to pile 3 for advice? Can I go to pile 3 for help? But not this person or not this situation. They're not going to want that help and advice from you, but you are going to be an inspiration for others who know you. Yeah, look, we have number 55 here, which is a master number. And as you know, 5 is a very uncomfortable place to be in. And that's why you're becoming successful. You've gotten used to being in this uncomfortable energy and you've embraced it. And we have time to heal. You're healing from this. But then we also have the snake spirit. And sometimes snake spirit can be someone who's very snake, like snakely, like someone who's a snake, who's sneaky, who's trying to get that one last bite in, right? And most snakes will try to stay away from you, but when they feel threatened is when a snake will attack. And this person is definitely threatened and intimidated by your energy, by you. But because you've taken the time to nurture your journey, Source is showing you you're about to be rewarded in a very profound way, in a very stable way. Okay, like the amount of coins energy that came out in the reading. I mean, on the one where we turned it over, we've got the king and queen and the 9 of coins. Like, you can't get, or in the 4 of coins, you can't get more stable than that. It's like you're being stable in both your masculine and your feminine energy, but in the material realm, you're learning how to take intentional action to receive what it is that's yours. So let's go ahead and take a look at your card and find out what your affirmation is. It says, I let go of self-criticism and negative self-talk, replacing them with kindness and compassion. So this is exactly what Source is saying here. It's like you're in this place of being kind and compassionate, not only to yourself, but to others. You let that go, but this person is trying to bring you back into this self-criticism place. That's their goal, is to get you back into this negative vibration so that you lose out on what's rightfully yours. I just feel like Source wants you to pay attention over the next 2 months and watch as you grow, and to say nothing. Say nothing. Don't do anything in front of this person. Don't say anything in front of this person or this situation, because you're about to get into a new bracket of life where you're going to seriously be able to move away from this and not have to deal with it anymore. Okay? So this is what I have for you. If you feel like this is your reading, leave a little snake emoji down below and say, I let go of the toxicity in my life to let Source know that you're coming up into this higher vibrational energy. I'm going to go ahead and leave it there and get on out of here. I do want to take a quick second, though, to thank your guides, your spirit messengers, your angel Source, and my spirit guides for coming together to give us this message. And until next time, pile number 3, stay human. Bye.